If there's one single skill that's really going to define success over the next decade, it's this: knowing how to ask the right questions. It's something called prompt engineering. And honestly, it's the key to unlocking the real power of artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to break down the simple blueprint to help you master it.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever asked ChatGPT a question and the answer you get back is, well, just completely useless? You know what I'm talking about. Something super generic, vague, and not even close to what you were looking for. It's a really common frustration, and it can make you feel like these super powerful tools just aren't all that smart.
But what if I told you the problem isn't the AI? The problem is how we're asking. See, getting incredible results from AI isn't some kind of mysterious art form. It's actually a structural process. It's all about having the right blueprint before you even start typing a single word.
Okay, so before we can build out this master blueprint, we gotta start with the absolute basics. What in the world is a prompt?
To put it simply, a prompt is just how we talk to an AI. It's any instruction, any question, any command we give to a large language model. Like ChatGPT or Claude. It is the absolute fundamental building block for our entire conversation with this tech.
All right, let's dive in. We're going to use this really powerful framework called the prompting pyramid. I want you to think of it like a step-by-step blueprint that will totally transform your AI conversations from, frustrating to absolutely phenomenal. So the pyramid has 5 essential layers, and we're going to build our prompt from the ground up. Literally, we start with the goal, then we give the AI a role, provide some context, define the action, and finally, we specify the format. Let's get started at the bottom.
Just like any great building, a powerful prompt needs a rock-solid foundation. And that foundation, it's a clearly defined goal. I mean, think about it. If you don't know exactly what you want, how can you possibly expect the AI to give it to you? And this isn't some new idea. Way back in 1981, a guy named George T. Doran noticed that most business goals were just too vague to actually work. This insight led to the creation of the SMART Goal Framework, a timeless tool that is now, you guessed it, absolutely essential for giving clear instructions to AI. Now, this slide just lays it out perfectly. The SMART framework is basically a simple but really powerful checklist. It forces you to ask the hard questions. Is my goal specific enough? Is it measurable so I actually know when I've succeeded? Is it achievable and relevant to my bigger vision? And finally, is it time-bound with a clear deadline? Just walking through these steps before you start writing your prompt, that's the secret to getting a clear, useful answer. Okay, our foundation is set. Now it's time to build the frame. This is where we give our prompt its shape, its personality, and most importantly, its expertise. And we do this by assigning a role and providing context. First up, you tell the AI who to be. This is a game changer. You're no longer talking to a generic machine. You're giving it an expert persona. So instead of just asking for ideas, you're telling it to act as an expert. This simple little shift completely reframes how the AI processes your entire request. Okay, listen up, because this might be the most important step of all. If you want a tailored, specific answer, you have to provide tailored, specific information. Context is king. You have to give the AI the whole picture: stats, resources you have, where you are right now, and where you want to go. And this right here is a perfect illustration. Don't just say you want to grow. Say you want 61 new members in 90 days. Don't just say you have a YouTube channel. Tell it you have 250,000 subscribers and attach a data file with your recent views. The more concrete details you give it, the more powerful and targeted the AI's response is going to be. So we have our foundation and our frame. Now for the finishing touches. This is where we tell the AI exactly what to do and precisely how we want the final output to look. The action is your main command. It has to be crystal clear, direct, and focused on just one task. Don't ask it to do 10 things at once. Give it one specific job, like create a trackable strategy guide. And finally, don't leave the presentation up to chance. You're the director here. Tell the AI exactly how you want the output formatted. Do you want a table, a bulleted list, maybe paragraphs with actual checkboxes you can tick off? Be specific, and you'll get exactly what you need every time. Now that you've got the full blueprint, let's look at 2 pro-level techniques that are going to help you scale your success and save you a massive amount of time. Once you've made a prompt that works beautifully, don't just use it once and forget it. Templatize it.
By replacing your specific details with these little placeholders and brackets, you create a reusable formula that you or anyone on your team can use to get similar amazing results over and over again.
The second pro tip is to use custom instructions. Think of these like permanent, behind-the-scenes rules for your AI. You can tell it to always be a certain expert or to always format its answers in a specific way, so you don't have to keep repeating those instructions in every single prompt. It's a huge, huge time saver. So to recap, it really is that simple. Building a great prompt isn't magic, not at all. It's a structural process of layering these 5 components: a clear goal, a specific role, rich context, a direct action, and a defined format. This entire framework and the awesome examples we've used today, they all come from the incredible work of Coach BK Han. If you want to dive deeper into his methodology and maybe even connect with him, I highly, highly recommend you seek out his work. It's brilliant.
So there you have it. You have the blueprint. The power is literally at your fingertips. The only question left is, what great question are you going to build first?